Okay, so I was starting a video and all of a sudden crazy sounds happen. Cluck, cluck, chicken lady here. So I've been today doing a little bit of gardening stuff. So we're using our above ground planters here for some tomatoes and peppers. So the above ground planters is something that we started a few years ago. Now my husband was able to build a couple, but he also bought some metal things that we use for herbs. Uh, like for example, we do a lot of Italian food. My favorite food is spaghetti, in case y'all haven't heard me talk about how much I love spaghetti. So we have a completely Italian herb garden. So it helps for when I send somebody out, go get me some Italian herbs for the spaghetti or whatever. So the one I'm focusing on right now is my tomatoes. I've got some Romas in there. I've got oh, what is it? Is it beefsteak? German Johnsons and some Cherokee purple, Heritage purple. Both of those are my favorite, probably German Johnson and the Heritage purple. I'm a tomato person, love tomatoes. So I did the weeding in this box today. I am one of those people, if you weed, don't just pick. You dig in there and you get the roots. And I'll show you my husband's pepper box in a minute, and you can kind of see the difference. Now you can still see some stuff in the ground, but that's just none of that's connected to roots. None of that's going to grow. That will rot and decompose and be part of my soil. So that's fine. So when we first did these boxes, so as you know, the dirt can be very expensive, and it would have taken a lot of dirt to fill this up. So we actually didn't use it the first year. We conditioned it a lot. So at the very bottom we put cardboard to try to keep grass and stuff from growing up. Then we put some branches. We actually filled the first quarter, maybe even half up with branches. I think it was probably close to a half. Now the branches take up the space, and they also will rot and decompose and really add to your, really help make your soil really good. So then I put a layer of chicken poop, which I have an abundance of, and then we topped soil and we conditioned that, and we was constantly just mixing that up. And so that was the first year of these, was just conditioning for these above ground boxes. Okay. Now, as you can see, the soil's pretty dark. I still condition it every year. We still put the chicken poop in it. We actually should have added a little bit more dirt before this, but we didn't. So I'm gonna walk you over to see my husband's pepper box. So if you look over, he's not completely done weeding. He just picks the weeds. So I promise you, he's going to have more weeds growing back than I'm going to have mine. It's just so much worth it if you have an OCD moment to just go out there and just really get your weeds taken care of at the beginning. So my husband has some habanero, cayenne, chilies, and jalapenos right there. He's also got a couple of bell peppers he'll put in on the other side. We actually have some more tomatoes we haven't put in yet. We won't be putting them in that box. So the same with this box. We did the exact same. And we honestly, when we started doing these boxes, we're not getting any younger. There's gonna be plenty like this year when we're not able to break the field and do all the work ourselves. So that's one of the reasons why. Now I'm not going to do it this go round, but we are actually we're setting up a whole infrastructure for this area that I can't wait to show y'all. I'm excited about, and it's really going to help us just use everything. A good homesteader doesn't let anything go to waste, which is why I'm not a good homesteader. But I would really like to be a very good homesteader one day. So we are really going to try to work that in. I've got we've got a water jug right here that we got filled up, so I'm not going to have to drag water down here. If you notice, I got the little baby pool there. I actually just use that to clean up a little bit. But eventually we're going to have it to where, as I said before, we're going to move the ducks down in this area, not in with the plants, but in this area. And we're going to have a system set up where I can drain the duck pool into my plants, which is going to be just great fertilized water. Okay, and for all the people right now who are thinking, oh, duck poop on the plants that you eat, I promise you it is way healthier than the stuff you're going to get in a store, and it's going to help these plants so much. Okay, and just keep in mind also, my animals are they eat a mostly organic diet. Every now and then they'll get treats. My ducks have only had an organic diet at this point. But as y'all know, sometimes I'll feed my chickens some treats like a donut. Everybody loved the donut video. So, but 99% organic diet for all of my animals. So their poop is gold. So I will show y'all the whole infrastructure thing later. I don't want to make I've been making videos a little bit longer than I want, because not everybody has the attention span to sit through ducks and chicks and gardens and stuff. So I think I pretty much went into kind of the stuff we do here. I'll go through my composting system with y'all one day. We compost everything we can. Eggshells, coffee grounds, any kind of produce left over. We throw leaves in there. We throw our tea bags in there. If we can compost it, we throw it in there. So that's another thing that gets put in these garden beds too, is our compost. So one day I will give might break it up in sections so the videos aren't too long, but I will just show y'all the whole of my infrastructure. Now these boxes were really bad this past year because we did not do any winter plants this year. However, winter plants usually would be like, a lot of your leafy greens, your collards, your cabbage and stuff. Now you're going to want that stuff. You want to pick those on cold mornings, because the cold and the frost helps trap in the sweetness. So we can go into all that later too. And let's see. There's something else I was gonna say about these gardens. Brain fart. Can't remember, so if I remember it, I will jump back on. Cluck, cluck. Okay, cluck, cluck. Did not take me long at all to remember. Good job, brain. You're getting a little better. So one of the things that I really wanted to stress is, if you're not growing your own food right now, it's something that you might want to consider if you have land. Excuse the cardboard there. My husband is trying to keep... We're slowly adding some boxes, and that's just to help keep the grass off. They will be taken up soon. If you're not growing your own food right now, I would say that's a really good time to start if you have the land or the area. And if you don't, there's workarounds. I mean, I can definitely send y'all ideas. If y'all are in an apartment, for example, I can definitely show y'all some tricks of the trade around the apartment. But with the world and the system that's going on right now, the inflation, all that stuff, it's just a really good time to think about growing your own food. I'm going to do some canning videos coming up. I think that will be very helpful. One day I'll show y'all the whole shelf in the basement that I have of canned stuff. It's just a really good time to think about it. And if you're not, if you want to be involved, I should say, you're welcome to email me, because there's going to be stuff that you need to know that's not in videos, not in my videos, or maybe you can't find on YouTube or whatever. My email address is ytchickenlady@gmail.com. Absolutely email me if you're interested in homesteading and stuff like that, because I'm not a doomsday prepper at all. I would consider my husband a doomsday prepper. He would not consider himself one. I definitely consider them one. But I am one of those people that feels like, why not prepare yourself? It's not, no harm in it. So if y'all are interested in stuff like that, absolutely email me. We can get together, work on ideas, work on garden plans, or whatever you need. I would love to see more people following this route. So cluck cluck.